Hi all, Narendra here. So in this session, let's understand what is this messaging queues, why you need this, and when to use them. So let's understand what is queue first. Okay. Suppose you went to bank. Okay, for some banking work like opening a account or some issues you are having, you went to bank. Okay. So definitely you will sync up with the help desk. Like one agent will be there, like one banker will be there to help you for your queries or for your work, right? If multiple people will come at the same times, so definitely they will come in the queue, right? Otherwise they will give in the tokens kind of things. So if you go to the bank, you will see like there is a long queue, right? And there is a chances of multiple bank agent will be there, so multiple customer can be processed at the same times to make it faster. Okay, so this is the example of queue. So one by one they are finishing that task. Okay, so everybody knows about what is queue, right? So in this session I will explain what is this queue and what is the architecture of the this and why we need this, and and also I will explain the synchronous communication and asynchronous communications. Okay, so this session will be very important and basic things you will came to know that. You please spend some 5 to 10 minutes here, you will get more clarity. And it is a request to all of you, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe this channel to get more such videos. And please like and comment these videos. If any doubt, it will be really motivate me to create some more videos for you. Anyway, let's understand what is the synchronous and asynchronous communications. Suppose you are talking to your friends, right? So if you are talking to your friend, immediately you are getting response, right? Both the persons talking through over a phone, right? Immediately you are getting response. So this is called synchronous communications. And if we'll talk about this asynchronous communications, suppose you are sending some message to your friend or you are sending a email to your friend, that is called asynchronous communications. So you see, synchronous communication means you are sending message, your friend might be sleep, or that means two applications, one application sending message to another applications. So this is not mandatory that whenever one application is sending message that another application will be active. He can be inactive. You are sending a WhatsApp message or Instagram or Facebook message to your friend or colleagues, he can check whenever he will be active. So that is called asynchronous communication. Immediately he is not responding, he immediately not expecting to respond. Okay, but this synchronous communication means you are talking to each other, so both the parties active, so both the application is active at the same times, so immediately they are getting response. So this is the difference between synchronous and asynchronous communications. So you need to understand the synchronous and asynchronous communication to understand these cues. Okay, actually I will give you one more example. Okay, so you are purchasing a item or some product from the Flipkart. Okay, so what you will do, you just like you selected what is the item you wanted to purchase, right? After that you need to click on buy, right? Then your order will be happen, right? You need to order that items. If you click on buy, so that means you are ordering that items, you need to provide, you need to pay, right? Until and unless you will not pay successfully, then the order cannot be successfully done, right? So suppose you ordered and given your bank details like credit card or debit card details to make it payment, so that payment request will go to bank, right? Whether you are a valid customer or not, whether you are having sufficient amount in your account or not, like that it will validate, right? Through the payment gateway it will go to the request to the bank, and once the bank people will approve the amount to the Flipkart, that means to the Flipkart you send the request for order. So here order one component or one applications we can say, and payment another applications, like it's a microservices, right? This is one service, order one service, and payment is another service. So they are talking to each other. So that order successfully will happen once the payment will be successful. Once the payment will be deduct, the amount is deduct from the bank account, then only the order will be successful. So this type of communication, order and payment communication, is known as synchronous communications, because immediately he is expecting the response from the bank, then only the order will be successfully happen. That is called synchronous communications. And asynchronous communication is, suppose you ordered some items, like multiple customer is there. One customer is requesting to Flipkart, hey, I have ordered that item, can you send me the invoice, can you provide me the invoice? Then Flipkart will send that request of that customer to another application called invoice generator, let's say. So that application will take care of the customer request, like he has to generate the invoice for the particular product, or for the particular items, and he will respond that invoice through a Gmail to the customers. Like this, if multiple customer will send the request, will come to Flipkart, all the request he will hand over to invoice generator, and invoice generator one by one will process and will be hand over. So in this case, the customer once submitted the request, he is not worried about the response. The response will come as per the policy, like Flipkart will send a message, hey, you have submitted. So no worries, within 4 hours or 24 hours, you will get the invoice, like that. So here the problem is, the customer has to wait maybe some long time and delay in the response, right? And one more thing, if multiple, like thousands of millions of customer wants the invoice generate, so that times this invoice generator may be slow down, and it is not able to handle many customer, many request at a times, right? So suppose one customer is requesting for the invoice, at the same time the invoice generator is down, that means this application is dead. That times this request already he has submitted, that request will be deleted, right? How the Flipkart will get this request to process one more times? So all these problems will come, right? Like waiting and delay, and not feasible, many more requests it will come, multiple request may not be handled, sometimes it will be down, many more problem will come. And as I told you, this kind of communication, here Flipkart is the application and the invoice generator is another application or component, so two components talking to each other. So Flipkart does not expecting the response immediately. So here this kind of communication is known as asynchronous communication, and we saw that this kind of communication and this kind of scenarios, what are the problems we are facing. So all this problem is solved if Flipkart directly will not hand over the request to invoice generator. In meanwhile, in this Flipkart and invoice generator, there is a another component will come, that is called queue. That means all the request from the customer he will hand over to queue, and queue will hand over one by one the request to the invoice generator. So in this kind of communication is asynchronous communication. So here we can use this queue. Okay. So in this case, once the request is submitted, so no need to worry, no need to means the customer fire and forget. Okay, that kind of, because this queue will take care of it. So here what happened, this Flipkart and invoice generator, they are not tightly coupled, they are decoupled. Okay. So this message, this request, if this guy is not inactive, not active at the same times whenever customer is requested, so no worried, this here there is a memory, temporary memory, he will keep that, he will store the request once this invoice generator will be active, so that time he will process. Okay. So it's like we can enhance it actually. Okay, like we can make it one more instance invoice generator, and at the same time he can get the request from the queue. So multiple here, like it is processing actually, he here it is consuming the message, we can say this is a consumer, and he is producing the message, we can say this is a producer. So Flipkart here producer, invoice generator is a consumer, he is consuming the request. Okay. So this producer and consumer, and this queue is processing. Sometimes we can send the message, or producer can produce the message, and multiple consumer can process those messages, so to make it faster. so we can make it scalability as per our requirement, and there is a guarantee that the message will be delivered. Because before, if you will not use queue, right, that times a request can be deleted and not able to process successfully. But here there is guarantee, and here also load balancing happening, right? So many more request will come, means that it is balancing whenever multiple consumer will be there, multiple consumer can access the request and can process it. Okay, and some of the request, for example, one request went and did not executed successfully or consumed successfully, did not respond successfully, failed actually, there is a retry mechanism by using this queue. We are having multiple types of queue, like order queue, non-order queue. So like this, we are number of benefits we are getting. Okay, so this is called queue actually. Why we need this queue, and what is this asynchronous communication, and what is the synchronous communication. So all these things in this session we got it, right? So this is all about the queues. So in my next session I will explain more about this. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe this channel. It will be really motivate me to create some more videos for you. If you have any doubt, please put the comments, and please like. Thank you so much once again. Okay, bye.